There's money that leaves my account every month that I've never seen, not once. It arrives with my salary, and before I've checked my phone, before I can have a single opinion about it, it's gone. Invested. And that invisible money is the reason I'll get to choose how my 50s look. Today I'll show you exactly how that works, and why never seeing it is the entire point. Last time we watched the high earner reach 50 with nothing, and the lesson wasn't try harder. I've spent 13 years inside Nordic financial services, and I'll tell you something that took me embarrassingly long to apply to my own money. I don't trust my own discipline at all. I've seen too many smart, disciplined people fail at this to believe willpower is the tool, so I stopped using it. This is the system I run instead. Pay yourself first, but built so completely into the plumbing that there's no decision left to make. Here's what I used to do, and what most people do. Salary comes in. You live your month. And somewhere near the end, you look at what's left and think, right, some of that should go to investments. Which means every single month you're making the decision again, from scratch. And you're making it at the worst possible moment. After the bills, after the invitations, after the small emergencies, when the money is already spoken for and you're tired. Some months you win. Many months you don't. Not because you're weak, because you've built a system where the investing only happens if the month goes well. And months don't go well on schedule. The math from our compounding episode was clear. What builds wealth is the boring, uninterrupted, month after month kind of contribution. A decision you have to remake forever is exactly the thing that breaks. So here's the flip, and it's almost stupidly simple. I move the decision. Instead of investing what's left after the month, I live on what's left after the investing. Same salary, same person. The only thing that changed is the order. The same order that saved the ordinary earner in the last episode. On the morning my salary lands, a fixed share of it transfers out automatically to the investments on the same day every month, whether I'm paying attention or not. By the time I look at my account, what I see is simply what I have to live on. The invisible part isn't a sacrifice I keep choosing. It's just not there. You can't spend what you never see, and you can't skip a decision that nobody's asking you to make. Now, one automatic transfer is the engine, but I'll show you the full structure, because the rest of it is what makes the whole thing calm. My salary doesn't sit in one account, where everything fights over the same pile. It splits into a few, and every one of them has exactly one job. The investing share leaves first. That's the gold one, the future. Then the fixed costs get their own home. The mortgage, insurance, the bills that were never optional anyway. Then a buffer, the boring account that absorbs the surprise dentist visit so the system doesn't. And what lands in my everyday account is the number I can spend freely, down to zero if I like. Guilt-free, budget-free, because everything important already happened upstream. That's the part people miss about structure. It doesn't restrict you. It's what makes the spending relaxed. I never wonder whether I can afford something small. The answer is whatever's in that one account. Here's what surprised me most. It wasn't the money. The math worked exactly like the compounding episode said it would. It was how little I think about it now. No monthly negotiation with myself, no guilt in either direction. And remember lifestyle creep, the quiet leak from last time. Every raise swallowed by a slightly nicer everything. The system quietly fixed that too. When my income goes up, I raise the invisible share first, before the new money ever reaches the everyday account. So the lifestyle can still creep a little. I'm not a nun, but the gap between what I earn and what I keep finally widens on its own. The leak didn't get plugged by vigilance, it got plugged by plumbing. If you build this, 2 honest notes. First, the share matters less than the automation. Whether it's 5% or 25%, pick a number that doesn't scare you and let the system run. you can raise it later. A small automatic share beats an ambitious manual one every single time, because the small one actually happens. And second, set it up on a payday morning, in the 10 minutes when the money is there and the intention is fresh. Standing transfer, same date as your salary. That's it, 10 minutes once, against a decision you'd otherwise remake 600 times before retirement. So one picture to keep, your salary splitting at the source. The future takes its share first, automatically, invisibly, and you live freely on the rest. Not discipline, order. Here's the whole thing in one line. I don't invest because I'm disciplined. I invest because on the day I set up one automatic transfer, I made discipline unnecessary. Pay yourself first isn't a slogan about trying harder. It's a piece of plumbing you install once. The willpower version of this fails at any income. The automatic version works at any income. I'm the Nordic money builder. This is education, not financial advice. The structure is the lesson. The numbers and accounts are yours to choose. Next time we zoom all the way out to 2 whole countries, same continent, same access to the same markets, and one of them invests 10 times more than the other. Not because of character, you already know why.